Hello, New Bedford. Welcome to another episode of Innovate and Educate. Welcome to Season 2 as well. We're very excited to be here. I'm Dr. Matthew X. Joseph, your Assistant Superintendent of Technology and Learning. And today, I want to talk about something that is at the heart of student success: communication. When schools and families stay connected, students thrive. Research consistently shows that when parents are informed and engaged, attendance improves, grades rise, and students feel more supported both academically and emotionally. But when communication in a large district like ours can sometimes be complicated. We send text messages, we send emails, we send paper notification and phone calls. All that can be confusing or inconsistent for families. And that's why New Bedford Public Schools has adopted Parent Square, a unified communication platform that brings everything into one secure, easy-to-use place. With Parent Square, we are simplifying how schools connect with families, making connections faster, clearer, and more inclusive. Parent Square isn't just another app. It's a complete communication system that supports every part of the school experience. It allows district and school leaders, allows teachers and staff to reach out to families with one constant message, whether it's an important district update or a reminder about tomorrow's field trip. Some of the features that we really enjoy make Parent Square such a powerful tool include that it has a mobile app as well for staff and families that works on Apple, works on Android, so it's there for your convenience. Attendance notifications that'll keep our families informed in real time of our students. Teachers in classrooms have updates that they can celebrate student learning to all of their class or the school, and even direct messaging with translation to ensure we connect with every family. All of these tools come together to make communication simpler, smarter, and stronger, building the kind of partnership that helps our students succeed. Now, to share a little more about how we've launched Parent Square and how this communication system is transforming communication across the district, I am thrilled to welcome in Amanda Cenerizio, one of our managers of information system, and she is here in New Bedford helping this launch. Amanda has been a key leader in helping roll out Parent Square, training staff, organizing building level support, and making sure our families have the tools they need to stay connected. She's worked closely with our team and our communication platforms to ensure a smooth launch and to build confidence for both educators and parents using this platform. I'm going to welcome her in. We're going to talk a little bit. We're going to support you to stay connected using the Parent Square platform. Well, thank you so much for joining us. I'm incredibly excited, as I said, to have one of our fabulous staff members here talking about that communication that I just shared and dive deep into this, because our big goal in that communication is to have transparency, to involve our community, to involve our families in the work that we're doing, to celebrate the work that we're doing, and to make sure you know what's going on while your students are at school. So I am so thrilled to have you here with us today, Amanda. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks, Matt, for having me.
So for those who I know watched last year's episode, if you didn't go back and watch that, Amanda is fabulous. But if they haven't had a chance to meet you yet, can you share who you are and your role here in New Bedford Schools?
Sure. My name is Amanda. I've been with the district for 9 years now. I'm the Information Systems Manager in charge of ClassLink and setting up all the digital ed tech apps and also setting up Parent Square.
And we're going to talk about Parent Square today because we are talking about communication. This has been a shift in our communication pattern, but for me, in looking at our efficiency as a district, we look at an ecosystem that everything is all in one. And Parent Square for us has been that, and you have been an incredible resource to make this happen. You've been the point person for this. Can you talk about what that district implementation looks like in the work that you did to go from idea to programming to launch?
Yeah, sure. We wanted to come up with a better system other than the system that we had that was a one-way communication. So we came up with Parent Square, which is an all-encompassing one communication platform for all the schools to use. We opened an early access period in the middle of the spring, and we just wanted staff to get comfortable with it, not push it out to everybody.
And I think having that early access was really important. So one of the things we did is, some of you got a chance to see this last year because we did roll it out. And the purpose for that was to have people really comfortable. And did you find that period really where people dove in and had those opportunities?
Yeah, we hosted several trainings. We hosted them at schools. We also hosted them online, and we hosted a training for parents to come to as well. And
that's right,
that seemed to work out really well. People came, they asked a lot of questions, and they were getting comfortable with it before we rolled it out in the fall.
Yeah, and then we went from early access to full access July 1. So, and you've done a lot of work within schools. Kind of just talk about expanding that to the full district-wide implementation and how that's been going so far.
Yeah, people are really happy overall with the move. All the rosters sync overnight, so there's no manually updating anything. I know people were having to update their classes to remove and add students, which was, time consuming. I know that it's easier for families to get in touch with and stay in contact with their schools now, and stay informed, especially with multiple students at different schools around the city. It was hard for them to use multiple different applications.
Yeah, and I think that's a big piece of this. And one of the things that we've been trying to talk about, especially in our department, is to have that efficiency in everything, kind of one system, and having Parent Square has been across the district. And all of our schools are using it. It's the only communication platform. And from what I hear, people are liking it. What are some of the successes that you have seen, both that people have shared and that you've seen in posts that have been going out, or excitement that schools have been creating?
Yeah, people are really loving it. They're telling me that, why didn't we do this sooner? Families are really happy that they don't have to go from one app to another app. We have people that have said that it's easier for them to send out messages to all of their classes at one time. I spoke to one of the principals who said that they have a voting position that they haven't had to have a vote for in years, but since Parent Square got rolled out and they're sending out these post notifications, they had 11 candidates, so they actually had to have a vote this year, which was really nice.
Well, that's excellent, and I think that comes into play too, as you said a little bit earlier, where it's not two different platforms if you have two different students or children in different schools. And I think that's part of the success, is creating an ease of that communication, because homeschool communication is critical in our student successes. And we also have a very high population of students who speak different languages. And one of the components of Parent Square that I really saw it and was like, this is critical, is the two-way communication can be translated both in posts or in the direct messaging, where if you type in a message, the receiver will receive it in their translated language. Can you dive into that more? Because I know that's something you've been really involved with.
Yeah, the older program for the district-wide communication was opt-in only, so we had a lot of families that weren't getting our communication or getting our messages, and it was only a one-way communication, so it was more like a broadcast system where we told you something, but you weren't really able to respond at the district level. But with Parent Square, it's a two-way communication and it's opt-out, so parents say they don't want communication.
Sure.
But other than that, they're going to get the notifications that we send them, and they are able to reply, and they get the messages or the posts in the language that we have set in Aspen, which is our student information system. So there's no going in and changing your preferences. It's automatically set as soon as it's launched for that family. Right,
and it just makes it incredibly inclusive to have that set up. Once it's set up in Aspen, it's translated over into the Parent Square, so it reads it, and then families can feel part of that communication in the language that they're comfortable, and it just makes it an environment that encourages communication. Now, another thing that sometimes gets in the way of launching a new program is, or any new system or platform is training. And you have been heavily involved in supporting our staff. And as you said, you did parent night or family night as well. And just recently we did some work with our mentor teachers and mentees. So talk a little bit about the work that you have put in to support our staff.
Yeah, so any new system comes with a learning curve. So we're focusing on ongoing support, and ever since the rollout. Since the start of the early access period, we've held refresher classes, we've created step-by-step guides, and we've started hosting weekly office hours so staff can come in and they can ask any questions or be shown new features that are inside Parent Square so they get comfortable. I guess my biggest tip for families still getting started is to just download the app and play around with it and explore it, change your notification settings, like posts, comment on posts, and just get used to how easy it is to engage and communicate with the district now. We also created a helpful 1-minute video to detail how to exactly sign up in the app, if that would be helpful, with the email and phone number that you have listed inside of Aspen.
Thank you for doing that, and you're incredibly humble because you said we, and you made that video that we just watched, and you did that work, so make sure to take that credit as well. And I think one of the things that you just said about logging on, you also can use it on a smart device, is that correct?
Yeah, you can use it on anything, on your phone, on your TV, anything that you can log onto the web.
And we've been talking mostly about the communication piece, but there's other features within Parent Square that our staff has been using, like permission slips and sign-ups. What are some of the things that families can look for as the school year goes on and educators become more comfortable in the platform?
I feel like one of the features that they love the most is the appointment sign-ups. Teachers can use that for parent-teacher conferences. They can set their hours, and parents can go in and pick the time that works best for them. And it also prepares the staff for what students are coming and have their stuff ready. Also, the RSVP and the reminder feature on posts has been really helpful in keeping staff organized instead of the back and forth sending papers home. So they've been really liking those couple of features.
And I think this is just an exciting time. A lot of things are happening, and all of it is focused around ensuring our students are having the best education possible and communicating that home and celebrating that as well. So we are in end of October, early November period now. We still have a long way to go in the school year. What are some exciting things that are coming forward with our Parent Square rollout?
Well, we wanted to give our staff a chance to get used to the program before we opened up, because Parent Square is such a huge umbrella of all of these different features that it has. So we wanted to ease into it and not throw all of the features. So we're slowly rolling out the permission slips and the forms. We'll be rolling those out more as time goes on, and also with the sending secure documents like report cards and test scores and things like that will be coming soon. Yeah, everything great takes time, and we want everybody to feel comfortable with this new communication platform.
Wonderful. And we even have, we're going to be, another new exciting thing happening this winter would be updating our website through Parent Square and Smart Site. So there's a lot of things that are happening that we're really excited about and wanted to be here to share those with you. So Amanda, thanks for taking time to come in here. Thank you for all the work you've done to get us to this point, and for our families out there, thank you for your partnership in this work, because this two-way communication, this support of our learners is all focused to ensure our students have the best education possible with our amazing educators. So thank you for tuning in. Enjoy season 2. We are off and running. I'm looking forward to sharing more ideas. More staff are going to be coming into that you get to learn about the work that we do. And if you have ideas or suggestions that you'd like to hear about, please send me an email, mjoseph@newbedfordschools.org, and I'd be happy to bring that to you on Innovate and Educate. And as always, thank you for tuning in, because we are making a whale of a difference here in New Bedford Schools.